Man, I hate this place. I wish I was a grown-up so I could get out of here. Boy oh boy, do you smell that, bro? You don't even have a nose. That's right, that's the smell of dirty diapers and snot-nosed kids. And you know what that means? It's kindergarten. I think we can all agree that kindergarten was great. Nap time was great, lunchtime was great, break time was great. Everything was great, right? Look man, I'm just here for some Fruit Loop. Wrong! Well, at least in my case. Nursery school wasn't great. Nap time wasn't great. Break time wasn't great. And lunchtime, it wasn't that bad. And that's how you jump onto the title of this video. Why I hated kindergarten. So, a while back, my family and I were living in Madagascar, and my dad got a job back in his home country, and I was 5 at the time. So when we moved there, I started school for the very first time. Everything was new and whack. It was a small nursery school, but they gave us everything we needed. And you already know, this little bean sprout was gonna need his nap time. Yup, that's right, we had mattresses, pillows, and some blankets. Now the thing is, I love nap. Problem was, what happened during nap time. Now you see, being a young and happy bean sprout comes with a lot of flaws and a weak and tiny bladder. So every time I did take a nap during nap time, I woke up with a wet everything. Oh, but Puggy, everyone peed their pants in nursery school. No, the problem was I peed my pants almost every nap time. When I asked my mom about it, she said I never really peed my pants a lot at home, so it was only in nursery school. I had a lot of nap times before I realized this was becoming a problem. It made me embarrassed, and as if I wasn't feeling embarrassed enough, the teachers made me sleep on a trampoline, so it'd be easier to clean up and to make me stop peeing my pants. But the joke was on them, because the trampoline was actually better than the mattress. But I think one day, one of the teachers who cleaned up after me got fed up with me peeing my pants. So she walked into the nap time room, sat down, and just stared at me, just in case I peed my pants. And if I did, she'd wake me up, take me to the front of the room, took my pants and underwear off, and spanked me. She spanked me so hard that I cried and woke everyone up. Go back to bed! And once she felt like I learned my lesson, she gave me a fresh pair of pants and underwear from the lost and found, and I never peed my pants again. Just kidding, I never learned my lesson. I was like 5. I never learned anything. At the end of all that, my dad got a new job closer to the city, and with it, a new nursery school for me. This one was bigger, and the age group I was in didn't have nap time. So this was a fresh start for me. I walked into that place thinking, hey, this won't be so bad. But this school wore a mask, and behind that mask was a boy named Bryce. His name was Rice. This kid was known as the break time bully, and since I was the new kid, I was prime pickings for Rice. I was teased, pushed around, treated like dirt, and one day a kid had just thrown up by a tree, and Rice called me over and told me to eat it. And I was like, I don't wanna. But then, in my head, I was like, this guy isn't gonna leave you alone, and if you don't do it, all these people are gonna treat you like a chump. I mean, how bad could it be? Just go ahead. Go ahead and eat it, you poo. Okay. So I took a small chunk, and since then, I've never learned how to deal with my problems, and I just went with whatever went my way. But one day, he called me, and I was just like, oh no, not him again. Maybe I should just go and see what he wants. No, I'm not gonna take this anymore. So I walked to him and said, hey! What? And ran away. And I guess I wasn't looking where I was going, and I ran into this kid who was about a year younger than me, and all I remember was getting up and seeing this kid on the other side of the playground, crying to a teacher, pointing at me. Now it's either that kid has superpowers that allow him to travel at the speed of light, or, bro, are you good? You were out for like a whole minute. I fainted. I was still feeling dizzy, so I walked to a teacher and said, I'm feeling a bit dizzy. That's him! You're in big trouble, young man. Okay, so I bump into this kid, get knocked out, he's fine, and I still get into trouble. Well, you know who else could have gotten into trouble, Mrs. Pancake? Yeah, that's right, but I'm not a snitch like Billy. And that was the first time I ever remember fainting. But even though I had all these problems, it was probably the best few years I had as a kid. But I didn't appreciate it and always wanted to rush being a grown-up. So in conclusion, I would say you should enjoy the time you're having now. Whether you're a toddler, teenager, young adult, heck, even if you're an old person and your future isn't looking that bright, you can still always enjoy the time you're having now. Oh dang, that's another video. This one was pretty long. As you can see, the time it came out is not ideal, but again, I'm still busy with school, things like that. But thanks for watching, and thanks for all the fan art, and we'll see you next time.